That's the arrogance, the imperialist arrogance, the racist arrogance that we are subjected to. We cannot have democracy where there is hegemony of the strongest, mightiest imperialist power. We cannot have democracy where a country's resources, a country's decisions are dictated to by another country. A country that is dominated by another country cannot be democratic. A country that lacks sovereignty cannot be democratic. A people that cannot decide for themselves cannot be democratic. A colony, a neo-colony cannot be democratic. That's why today, even at the United Nations, membership is on the basis of sovereignty. Only sovereign nations can be members of the United Nations, because only sovereign nations can decide for themselves. A colony cannot be a member of the United Nations. It's not by accident. It's not a mistake. If you have no respect for the dignity of others, if you have no respect for the sovereignty of other countries, you cannot claim to be a champion of democracy. They used to say, all roads lead to Rome. Today, we can confidently say, all roads to progress leads to Beijing. This is a country, this is a people that has developed themselves, that has developed itself without colonizing any country in the world, without plundering any country in the world, without subjugating any people in the world. This is a country that is developing with maximum respect for others, for their history, for their cultures, and recognizes the diversity that is there in civilization. We were only taught one form of civilization, one form of modernization. That was the Western way. Westernness was a measure of how civilized, how modern you are. We reject that. We reject it because it's not correct. We reject it because it's undemocratic. We reject it because it's uncivilized to think of the world and of other people in that way. Today, they cannot accept the fact that China has caught up with them. China is about to surpass them in many areas of human endeavor. The imperialist arrogance is inhibiting them from accepting that is reality. The racist arrogance is inhibiting them from accepting that reality. But the world is changing. The changes we are witnessing today, as President Xi said in Moscow recently, or the other day, they have never been seen in 100 years. They have shaped a world that they themselves today are scared of. And they have shaped a world that is not sustainable. Democracy, human development is not sustainable on the basis of plunder, on the basis of enslavement, on the basis of humiliating other people every day. That is a system we are seeing today, a system that will not survive if plunder is eliminated. if subjugation of other peoples, other nations is eliminated, if inequality in the world is eliminated, that system will disappear. The only system that you can survive and can endure for long is a system that is based on mutual benefit, win-win relationships, mutual respect for others, accommodation and tolerance of others, and fraternal love for all humanity. This is what we find in China today. This is what China's example is showing us. Indeed, all paths are different. There's no path that is the same, even if they are leading to the same destination. Each path has
Chukwu okike abịama, Chukwu na-afụ na ife afụ na nzuzo, Chukwu maara onye aka ya dị ọcha na onye obi ya dị ọcha. Nwoke si na ya ji ọfọ, nwaanyị si na ya ji ọfọ, mana ọfọ maara onye ji ya. Ụkpaka na-agba n'odo mmiri ọ chụrụ ọzụọ. Gaa n'ogwe omechi ụzọ osi mpiara na azụ nwa igirigo ọgụ nke mmụọ. Ọ gịnị ka m ga-etu gị ka o zuolo gị? Asị m n'oge akara aka eluo, ịbụ mmụọ ka mmụọ, ibe ka ibe. Chukwu okike onye obiọma sị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo. Mmụọ niile na-ejere ozi asị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo. Oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ. Mmụọ niile na-ejere ozi asị m unu binye elu. Tetenụ n'ụra, tetenụ n'ụra, tetenụ n'ụra, tetenụ n'ụra. Ọsọ eme ete eme ime ọsọ nnọọ ya nọ n'etiti unu taa. Ọsọ unu binye elu n'oge akara aka eluo. Mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie asị m gị binye. Mmụọ na-afụ na ife afụ na nzuzo asị m gị binye. Ofe ọfọ dị eji ọgụ asị m unu binye. Ọfọ ndị Igbo niile asị m gị binye. Ọfọ ndị mmiri asị m gị binye. Ọfọ ndị ikuku asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị osimiri asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị nwaanyị na-ebe asị gị binye. Eze nwaanyị Idodi Igbo na-eme asị gị binye. Eze nwaanyị Amambara asị gị binye. Eze nwaanyị osimiri na-aba asị gị binye. Eze nwaanyị ala Igbo niile asị gị binye. Eze nwaanyị Anike Wawa asị gị binye. Oke arụsị na n'ike o juru nwaanyị aga anị asị gị binye n'oge akara aka eluo. Igirigi ọgụ mmụọ. Asị m na gboo dike mbọsị ihe ike mere ọ ga-achọkwa nwa dike. Asị m dododo unu binye unu bịa tara ọjị na Chijireji efola. Asị m unu binye unu bịa tara ọjị na Chijireji efola. Nna dị ndụ, mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Igbo dị ndụ, mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dị ndụ, mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Biafra dị ndụ. Asị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo. Asị m na gboo dike mbọsị ihe ike mere ọ ga-achọ nwa dike. Ọ sị na mberede nyiri dike na mberede ka o ji ama nwa dike. Ọ ya ka ndị akpọ ọha dike bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ya bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, otu mkpụrụ anya ji isi ụgwọ, otu ọnụ mere na-agba n'oge nke ya. Asị m unu binye n'isi ya. Ihe ogologo ndụ na-arụ isi ike. Napụta ya na-eke, napụta ya n'orie, napụta ya na afọ, napụta ya na nkwọ. Asị m na ahịa akara aka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ, na ahịa akara aka agaghị eri Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Asị m unu gaa napụta Nnamdi Kanu na-eke, napụta ya n'orie, napụta ya na afọ, napụta ya na nkwọ. Asị m mee ka ọnụ niile kwụrụ njọ n'isi atụgharịa kwụ mma. Ka ọnụ kọrọ ogiri ọnụ kọrọ ogiri lacha. Chukwu okike abịama, onye jiri mmiri siri ike kpọọ aja were aja siri ike kpọọ mmadụ. Asị m na taata bụ ụbọchị eke n'ala Igbo. Asị m na eke ga-eketara Nnamdi Kanu ndụ, eke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe, oke ga-eketara ya ndụ, oke ga-eketara ya Biafra, oke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe, oke ga-ekegburu ya ndị iro, kegburu ya ajọ mmadụ na ajọ mmụọ. Asị m na mbọsị ọ ga-apụta ekwensu ga-anọ n'ụra, ndị ilo ya ga-anọ n'ụra. Ọkwa na ekwe osu. Asị m gịnị bụ ekwensu? Asị m na mbọsị ọ ga-apụta ya bụ ndị ilo ga-anọ n'ụra. Ọha bụ ndị ọha nwa bụ ekwensu. Asị m na ha ncha ga-anọ n'ụra. na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube. Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube. Asị m na ọnụ kwụrụ njọ n'isi ya ga-atụgharịkwọ mma. Asị m ọbịara igbu Nnamdi Kanu bụ onwe ya. Onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị adị ndụ, onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri. Onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị apụta, onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri. Ọnụ niile kwọrọ ogiri ọnụ ga-akọrọ ogiri lacha. Osisi abụla oturu ga-emeche wee kwele. Onye asị na Nnamdi Kanu aga-apụta, asị m na ọnụ ahụ iji wee kwuo ya na ike ejikwa ya wee kwugharịa mma n'isi ya. Asị m na ebe onye ahụ na-atụ maazị Nnamdi Kanu aka, asị m aka gị ga-akpọnwụ. Osisi ahụ fụrụ Nnamdi Kanu wee tọọ nkwe, asị m ikuku futuo gị. Anya ọbụla fụrụ Nnamdi Kanu kwawa akwa alịrị, asị m alịrị akọrọ ya n'anya. Onye fụrụ Nnamdi Kanu cheta ihe gburu nwa maka na ọ bụrụ ya gburu nwa gị. Chukwu okike abịa ma asị m na mberede nyiri dike mberede ka o ji amawa dike. Asị m na okirikiri ka a na-agba ukwu ose, ọ dịghị ukwu ose elu. Na okirikiri ka ndị iro ga-agba Nnamdi Kanu mana ha ama mkpata ya aka. Ọ sị na nkirikiri ka ọ na-ekiri odido jiri odido enyi ozu. Na ọkwanụ nkirikiri ka ndị iro ga na-ekiri ya mana ha ama afụ ya anya. Asị m na eje anaba isi ije. Asị m na Nnamdi Kanu ga-eje na ọ ga-ana. Asị m na inye anaghị eri ọba maka na inye na ọba bụ nwanne. Inye agaghị eri Nnamdi Kanu maka na ọ bụ nwa inyi. Asị m na Nnamdi Kanu ga-adị ka echi anaghị agwụ agwụ. Maka na ije ejere bụ ije mmiri, ọ bụrụ eje nkụ. Asị m na ya bụ ije ga-abụ ije mmeri. Asị m na ọ ga-anata n'udo. Asị m na ọ ga-abata sirili welele. Asị m na unu ga-aga kpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu. Asị m unu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu. Ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu. Ga tụnye ugo, ga nye ya mmeri, ga nye ya mmeri, ga nye ya mmeri. Tụnye ugo n'elu ugo, nye ike n'elu ike, nye ya ndụ n'elu ndụ. Ọkwanụ ndụ ka o ji efu n'efufe. Unu nye Nnamdi Kanu ndụ, onwe ike wee kwụrụ jinjin, onwe ike wee kwụrụ wee fuo n'ofufe. A sị na ya kara ka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ. Ihe mere ha ji jide Nnamdi Kanu bụ ka ha nwee ike wee megide ndị Igbo, ka ha nwee ike megide ụmụ Biafra, ka ha nwee ike wee kwuchi anyị ọnụ, ka ha nwee ike wee kachi anyị ọnụ, ka anyị ghara ikwu okwu ọzọ. Mana ama m na dododo Chukwu okike abịa ma ndị nwa na ndị nwe mmiri, ndị nwe ikuku, ndị nwe anyanwụ, mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie, mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ, mmụọ niile ọ kwafụrụ ọbara ha n'ike maka ihi Biafra. Asị m unu binyenu, asị m unu dododo na ọkwa na unu bụ ihe nwe ike a, ọkwa na unu ga-eji ọgụ mmụọ, ọkwa na unu ga-aga bụori ya, ọkwa na unu ga-aga napụta ya maka na ihe ọ tinyere unu n'aka anaghị ele ule. Asị m dododo igiriga ọgụ mmụọ. Eze nwaanyị niile nọ n'ala Igbo, mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo, asị m unu binye maka na onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị aṅụ mmiri, onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị eri nnu. Nnu bụ ihe ụtọ si na mmiri wee pụta. Onye ọbụla na-eri ihe na-eri ihe dị na mmiri. Onye na-asa arụ ji mmiri asa arụ. Onye ọbụla na-eme ihe ọbụla ọ na-eme ji mmiri eme ya. Asị m ihe ọbụla mmadụ na-eme n'ụwa mmiri ọ na-ebubu ụzọ. Asị m onye ọbụla kpọrọ mmiri asị na mmiri a ga-agbagbu ya. Asị m onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye ọbụla mmiri na-awụsa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye ọbụla mmiri na-emesa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye na-aṅụ mmiri na-eli nnu, asị m na ọnụ anyị ji wee lie nnu wee ṅụọ mmiri na ị ga-eji akwa okwu ọma n'isi Nnamdi Kanu n'aha Chukwu okike abịa ama.
Ise. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land. We are here live and direct, and today is the 30th day of March 2023. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers. Even do not deny your enemies listening to this hallowed platform. Today is the 30th day of March 2023, being Thursday. Therefore, we are live and direct. This is where we worship, because Biafra is our religion. Therefore, do not waste time to gather onto this hallowed platform in order to listen to the gospel of emancipation, the gospel of disintoxication from Nigeria, Niger area, the gospel of liberation. As I'm talking to you, my voice is being heard in most places in Biafra land. And I think Abia North will be speaking shortly, if not on air already. You know, the other day somebody called me from Aba. that he's not listening, he's not hearing from FM in Aba. And I say he's wrong. Tune in Aba, my voice is yelling. That's why I want people from Aba to call and confirm, please. Later when the lines are opened. Or you can even inbox me from Aba. I mean from Aba. Inbox me and tell me that you are hearing my voice. You are listening to Radio Biafra through 102.1 CHK. We must continue. You can also hear our voice, listen to Radio Biafra London via satellite and through many options in the internet. We have our application IPOB Community Radio. Is a low data consuming app for the wider Nigeria. For every other place in the world, is a very low data on Play Store. Radio, you will see it. And once you download it, bingo, you are good to go. You'll be listening to our voice. Also, we have Radio Biafra London as an application. You can also listen to us through TuneIn. You can download TuneIn or Simple Radio, any of these platforms. Go to Facebook, you'll be just how can I listen to Radio Biafra London? And you will be hearing our voice through different platforms. Many people are streaming our voices once we are on air. Also, we have Radio Biafra Hausa service on Facebook. Radio Biafra Hausa service. You can be listening through there also. Many other multiple channels of listening to our voices, please. Therefore, you have no excuse not to listen to this gospel of freedom initiated by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will continue preaching this gospel. It doesn't matter what happens. We continue preaching. And our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is still in the enemy dungeon, in the Nigeria DSS dungeon, illegally. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was illegally renditioned from Kenya. And on the 13th day of October 2022, yes, on the 13th of October 2022, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was liberated, or a verdict of discharged and acquitted was ruled on his behalf by the Nigerian Court of Appeal. Up to date, he's still in the enemy dungeon. And you ask yourself why? Nigeria, because Nigeria is a banana republic. A country that doesn't even obey their own courts. A country that does not, obey their law. They don't listen to the courts. Therefore, what a country is that? It's a means of people looting, nothing more. Nigeria is no man's business. That is why you don't have even ordinary electricity in this 21st century. Electricity you don't have in Nigeria. The same story, the same campaign promises that we have been hearing before even we are born. I will build roads, I will put light, I will, primary things that supposed not to be election promises is still what is going on today. But none has been achieved. The same deception. Therefore, for you to understand the type of country Nigeria is, that's it. As I said, in Aba, you can hear our voice through FM 102.1. You understand? In Aba. So I know that people can inbox me in order to confirm that we are Mazi. We are listening to you through CHK 102.1 in Aba. Because our brother that called the other day, maybe he never knew. Even that day I was a bit confused because that's why I couldn't give a straightforward reply. Because I know he has been there. But we will continue. Therefore, once again, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed platform. Because this is where we worship. This is where we worship. Our rallying point. Remember, our leader has been here. He was here calling, lone voice in the wilderness, shouting until we started gathering little by little in this hallowed platform. Therefore, this is the alma mater, and we will never stop. So, as I was saying, the whole Abba is on. Abba, all Abba on FM. Tune in. You know, some people might be using a radio that doesn't have up to that 102.1 megahertz. You understand? So they will tell you we are not listening. Ask before you buy any small radio or even phone, you check whether it has up to 102.1 megahertz. That's it. Because when you buy maybe a radio that stopped at 90 or 80 something, you cannot get it. There is no way you can get it. So please, do not deny yourself listening to this hallowed platform. Biafra is our religion. Before I go to the main subject of my submission today, normally, as I said, I have listened to taken the advice of many of our people that I should be always brief so that people will be able to digest. Because when you heap issues, different things, many of our people become confused. Sometimes you start seeing what we call the law of diminishing return. You enter, you go out. Garbage in, garbage out. So that's why I try to be as brief as I could. There are some just news headlines. Very few. You know, this Kamala Harris, the deputy American president, he was in Africa. He went to Ghana. You know what they are promoting? What she is promoting? The right of LGBT. That is homosexuals. That is the only thing that matters to them. You know, sometimes when I look at all, but I'm happy that one member of parliament, Ghanaian member of parliament, told him truth, direct, vomited everything on his face. That we know how to run our lives. You know, the gift, let me tell you, the gift of all these people, mostly Western gifts. You know, we talk about the West because these are the people that has been on top of us. The Europeans, they took us as slaves. After the Arabs did it, trans-Saharan slavery, African slavery. It was started by the Arabs, for your information. The Arabs did it in a very heavy way, heinous way. But the most recent, because the Arabs slavery or trans-Saharan slavery, it precedes that of Europe. So we Biafrans, we always talk about the European slavery because I think we didn't suffer mostly on the Arab trans-Saharan slavery. We Biafrans didn't suffer about it because we live in equatorial forests, more south, which could not be reached neither by their Fulani accomplice. Let me tell you, the Fulani, Do you know why Fulani is being cherished by the Europeans? It's not about today. It started long time. They have been the people that we are facilitating transatlantic slavery. They go in, they capture people in the name of, they say they are fighting jihad, though. They capture people, they come, they make money. For your information, the first set of Africans being captured were by Portuguese. I think in the 15th century. The first, I think there were 10 people. The Portuguese, before that time, they have been coming to Africa, Portuguese merchants, doing business. For people that think that we didn't have anything, our ancestors didn't know anything, no. It's miseducation, misinformation. Before slavery started, the Portuguese, they have been doing business with our people, with Africans. Now, at that fateful time, the Portuguese merchants, they came to Mauritania. Now, after buying what they had to buy, one captain, he said, no, let us try one thing. Let them venture inside a beach. Let them stroll inside and see what happens, because so that they can be able to maybe start another business. I am telling you the origin of transatlantic slavery. They went and captured some black people, about 10 of them, from Mauritania. And I believe these people, they might be Fulanese. I'm telling you. I'm telling you historical facts. I'm not sure about their ethnicity, whether they are Berbers or they are, but I believe, it's a belief, not being sure, that they might be Fulanese. Now they took these people, 10 of them, down to Portugal under captivity. Do you know what happened? These people started begging for their lives in Portugal from the captain and the kings. When the man presented his trophy, new trophy, that this thing they could start buying. You know, before that time, Portugal was the highest adventurers. Portuguese. So they presented everything to the king in order to give order, in order to legitimize everything. Now, these people begged for their lives and said, look, if you help us, you take us back to Mauritania, we are going to help you to capture other people. Listen, they didn't say no, we are all stop. We are going to help you capture other of our brothers. And they signed the agreement, treaty, with the then king. I said, okay, we are going to they told them, we are going to carry you people, but you become those people, they told them, we work together, we become your agents. Only you give us protection. Now we will help you to capture more of our people. And the thing sound good. It sounded good to the Portuguese authority. They say, okay. The next ship, all of them, they brought them back to Mauritania. And do you know what? These people maintained their word. They started helping Portuguese to capture others. And I think the first was 100 people they captured. And now Portugal started giving them protection, arming them to go and do more against their own people. You see that? When this thing was going on at that early time, in order for the king of Portugal, for Portugal to gain legitimacy in the new business they have found out in Africa, let me tell you, they seek for legitimacy. Because that time, the all-powerful was the Pope. He was the chief priest of the whole Europe. So he is the kingmaker, or he was the kingmaker. Pope you are hearing today. Papa, they call it in Italian. Pope. He was a kingmaker. So, in order not to be termed as doing something illegal, the Portuguese now, what they did, they seeked legitimacy from Pope. Why all this squeaking noise? I don't know. Sometimes. Now, that time it was Pope Nicholas V. You know, Pontifex Maximus. That is the real name, Italian, the original name of the Pope, the chief priest, above every king. For you to understand. Now, the king, Pope Nicholas, who you call Saint today, or Saint again, Saint Nicholas, you know, I know this thing for you to understand the origins of something you are holding so dear. You know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started this struggle by telling us about Nigeria, historical facts about Nigeria that many of us didn't know, and he come to Biafra, telling us about Biafra, historical facts and things that we don't know, many of us didn't know. You understand? So that is why we must dabble into the historical facts of the religion you are in. So Nicholas Pope Nicholas V, after seeing that bringing slaves from Africa, he can help them as slaves. After all, it's okayed in the Bible. What they brought, slaves, you must obey your masters, even if it's harsh. If you want, let him kill you. You must obey, because if you are obeying your master, your slave master, which means you're obeying God. Sometimes you think, well, you should think. Pope Nicholas V issued what they call the papal bull. It's just like a decree from the highest office in this world at that medieval time, that yes, it is now lawful, designated by God, that Europeans, all these Christian Europeans, you have the right to enslave Africans and Saracens, they call them, that is Arabs. You have the right to enslave them, take over their possession, take their land forever. You can slaughter them at will. He made it clear. A pope. You know, people don't understand the source of anger of some people against what they brought to us to subjugate us. People don't understand. Oh, do you see the way they Fulani now? I think they love you now. Islamization, you should call it love. Oh, they love us, Islamize us. If they successfully Islamize Biafrans, they will subjugate us, put us under their feet through their religion. I am assuring you that in the next 100 years, you will see Biafrans that will be defending with their life. That these people brought God to them. Fulanis are the men of the real children of God. They brought God to them. That before, their ancestors didn't know anything. In the next 100 years, you'll be hearing it. The same way the Hausas are professing today, respecting the Fulanis, that they brought Islam to them, they brought God to them, which is lie. Do you see the danger? Because Njoba Aro Obruzio Menala. You understand? So after that papal bull, every European now, Dick and Harry, Portuguese, England, English people entered. It became competition. French, Spanish, all of them vying for who captures the most slave. That was the start of problems in Africa. The problem we are suffering till today, since more than 500, 600 years back. You understand me? And the clip I played, the man said, I think it's Mozambique. The man said, how can people that enslaved us, people that have no respect for our way of life. They came, they demonized everything concerning us, slaughtered us. King Leopold the second, he killed more than 15 million Congolese in order to turn them to give them to Christ. He is slaughtered for fun. How can these people now be turning around, coming to us to teach us democracy? Do you see the hypocrisy of the West? Do you see why we cry? We are a people that have been humiliated. We are a people that have been subjugated. People that have been enslaved. Yet, they are coming to teach us that they are more pious, more righteous than us. It's annoying. Honestly, it's annoying. It's annoying. You know, it's annoying. But the world is changing anyway, and we need to change with the world. That is human evolution. Therefore, this the American deputy president, vice president, he came to Africa in order to push everybody to the way they are doing things. That are people that have been dying, being killed in Biafra land. People are the so-called elections are shambolic in Nigeria. No human rights, no justice. People are dying of hunger, of government which they instituted. They don't talk about it. All their first priority is legalize LGBT. It's very, sometimes it's sad. I'm telling you, it's sad. When people, all they care for is to push you the way they want you to be. And they leave you there in the quagmire. Continue fighting forever with the rubbish they put you into. Now they will be triumphing over you. Now, before I go to my subject matter, which is intelligence. That's what I'm going to talk about today. Just intelligence. I want to talk about this what do you call it? Government in exile. That some set of people brought themselves and say, oh, government in exile. Well, come on. I want to talk about it as my preamble. There is a press release, new press release I want to read before that, please. Because in a freedom fighting like this, we continue fighting. Because many things are bringing up, popping their, you know, there is a game that a video game, whether Tetris or something like that, something will pop up and you fire it. Before you know, another thing will pop up. That is what we are doing. Because things are popping up. This one come, he give order, Mr. Sit at home. Now he's now Mr. Sit at home. For you to understand that this is purely, these are people sent for a job, dirty job, to just bastardize everything, to make what we are doing look childish. Do you understand? Let me tell you what the British intelligence wants to do. They want to promote all these non-entities, charlatans, promote them to give us, to rubbish what we are doing. Now promote these infiltrators to impose on us, because you know the Europeans, they are fond of imposing on Africans their own will. As I talk about slavery today, it's like that. They have to impose on you, on us, their will. Do you understand? That is who they are. Not even in us in Africa. When you go to the Americas, United States, we are imposing presidents on Americas. Just for their interest, not for the interest of the population, not for the interest of the people. In Chile, in Nicaragua, in different parts of Southern America, Venezuela, all of them, Colombia, they impose. So this is what they are trying to do. That is why they always promote. I saw in a Sahara Reporter, IPOB imposes sit at home in Lagos. Do you see what they are doing? They are trying to promote and impose somebody on us. You know, their agents, they now promote him and impose it on us. That is why all this media and if he just a mess, they will write it. So that he continue being promoted. Before you know, people will start forgetting the mainstream IPOB. Start forgetting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he's still in jail. Do you see their way? We understand their system. We understand their system. So that if they see that you have forgotten Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a bit, they can harm him. And nothing will happen. Because nobody again, okay, no here going some so east, some now go west. So no more synergy. Let me read this press release, please. Let me read it before I say what I want to say. Press release, we did not, I think of 30 today. We did not issue any sit-at-home order in Lagos, IPOB. The attention of the global movement and family of the indigenous people of Biafra under the command and leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been drawn to the laughable and disgraceful statement making rounds in the zoo that the noble movement of IPOB issued a sit-at-home order in Lagos State. The statement is false, laughable, and coming from the quarters of blackmailers to disparage IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB has never issued any sit-at-home order outside Biafra land. Anyone issuing any sit-at-home orders in Biafra or in Lagos is on his or her own and not doing so on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nor of IPOB. Therefore, IPOB publicly disassociates ourselves from any purported sit-at-home call in Lagos or anywhere in Nigeria, including Biafra land. At this time, any day IPOB issues a sit-at-home order, the reasons for the sit-at-home will be made public, and it will be observed only in Biafra region and any other regions that may like to join. We are aware that Yoruba politicians are using political thugs and criminals to attack Ndibo in Lagos, but they will regret their actions soon. Ndibo in Lagos should know that IPOB is not looking for popularity, but only interested in protecting all Biafrans, irrespective of their location in the world, until Biafra is restored and beyond. IPOB has no faction, let alone have a factional leader. The chief infiltrator in Finland has been ignored by Biafrans in his mindless sit-at-home in the east. Perhaps he thinks Ndibo in Lagos will be so daft to obey his sit-at-home order in Lagos. We know our people are wise. The leader of IPOB is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is currently illegally detained in DSS solitary confinement in Abuja, and those piloting IPOB struggle in his absence are the DOS members, headed by Mazi Chike Doziem. Therefore, Nigeria government and their compromised media calling a double agent in Finland an IPOB leader is idiotic and therefore dead on arrival. From today onwards, any media outfit in Nigeria, whether print media, online news, or others anywhere in the world that makes the mistake of tagging Simon Ekpa and Autopilot as IPOB members or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu disciple again must be ready to meet us in the law courts. Enough is enough. We have made it open to all media groups to stop linking Simon Ekpa and his cohorts and Autopilot groups to the IPOB movement and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are now prepared to take the bull by the horn. The media must call Simon Ekpa and Autopilot group to what they did and not connect their actions to IPOB. IPOB is a separate movement led by Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa or Autopilot group are on their own. We are not the same people. We are a peaceful movement seeking the freedom of Biafra through a United Nations supervised referendum. We use this medium to ask the public and particularly in Igbo in Lagos, to ignore and disregard this falsehood because IPOB did not order a sit at home in Lagos. Firstly, the Finland-based double agent in question is not an IPOB member. A word is sufficient for the wise. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for the indigenous people of Biafra. You have seen it. This is what they do. Do you remember 2015 when our leader was first arrested in Lagos? Do you remember Tripod? There is that Yoruba, I think it's from either Sahara Reporters also, or this their media. They started creating tripod, quadrupod, double pod, centripod. Oh, is this the end of that? I will check for this video where one, I think Isoko Biafran in the streets of Lagos started lecturing that boy. When they are saying, could this be the end of IPOB because they have been balkanized into pieces, into tripod, into, you see it? Oh, this is, the people should understand that what they want is division of IPOB. That the same old system, divide and conquer, that is what they are doing. Once they polarize, polarization is all they want, so that they can be promoting somebody against our will. They will be promoting somebody. Autopilot is IPOB. That people that are paying. Remember, Mazi Sanwo-Olu made it clear here. Whenever that idiot, whenever he comes on A, if he mentioned autopilot that he didn't put IPOB, the following day, the following time he will be on A. You just watch. He will now start shouting autopilot, IPOB, because his handlers call him and warn him. Once you mention autopilot, put IPOB, we know the reason. Continue like that. You are not separate. Gum IPOB into it, so that they will have a proof in order to be given all this global, useless global terrorism index, GTI, and other people will be, the media, the Nigerian mainstream media now will be gumming all their activities to IPOB. We know all their plans, we know. So there is no sit at home anywhere. He has already called himself, and now the question I used to ask: why, if you are fighting fighting for Biafra, why use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name? Why use as you can do it? Why not use your own movement? Why are you using IPOB? Create your own movement. After all, Wazike has his own masop. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was disillusioned, saw that it's no more the right way he wanted, he created his own. That is IPOB. We are in together today. Be a man, create your own, remove IPOB from it. Anything that happens, you take responsibility. That is how things happen. Not gumming IPOB. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. No, you cannot work. You and your paymasters, it can never work. We understand the games of Britain. You see others also calling. We are government in the exile. Government in exile. What is government in exile? Do not associate anything with IPOB, please. Answer your own name. Continue your fight. If you answer your own name, don't associate IPOB. We will never mention you. Continue whatever you are doing. Anything that happens, take responsibility. You will not see us attacking you or doing anything. Just continue your own thing. That is how that is how it should be. But when you come with we are IPOB, government in exile. Why IPOB? Let me tell people for your information. Government in exile is a political group that claims to be a country or semi-sovereign state's legitimate government. For your information, they are there for power, just like a group of people that they have elected themselves and say, okay, we are the government now, but we are in exile. It's not what IPOB is fighting. IPOB is not dragging for power. We are a freedom fighting outfit because we are not free. Once we become free, now it is left for Biafrans to, discuss and decide which type of government they are going to run on, and who becomes the head of the government. Remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu even said, if Biafra comes, he will just retire. He will not even vie for any political position. Have you forgotten? But these people now, they come, a government in exile, mentioning IPOB name there. That is what I want you to understand. That this government in exile is, it is a political group that claims to be a country or semi-sovereign state's legitimate government. But we have no country yet. We are fighting to liberate ourselves. You understand? So this political group is unable to exercise legal power and instead resides in a foreign country. It is like establishing a ruling class outside the country. Remember, a government is the group of people with the authority to govern a country or state. So these people claiming their government in exile, how come all of, they are vying for power, a group of people mandated to govern a country? So who mandate you? Who mandate you to govern who? We are fighting for freedom. IPOB is a freedom fighting movement in order to restore Biafra. Now, when Biafra comes, it is for Biafrans to elect who governs them. No person will come and impose on, we have been a government in exile. So after restoration of Biafra, now everybody, impose on you, we are the government. No, and no. That is what these people are trying to do, for your information. And I see it as ignorance in the highest order. Ignorance. The way we are as a people. We are under occupation, Nigeria occupation, because we see that Nigeria cannot work. So we are trying to restore back our land. Once the job is done, you can be a great freedom fighter, but you might not make the best government or the best president. Do you understand? That was the reason why the Prime Minister of United Kingdom, what is the name again? During the Second World War, he fought gallantly. Winston Churchill, yes. Winston Churchill fought gallantly during the Second World War. He was a man of war. You understand? He was a man of war. During the Second World War, he fought, and he came out victorious with England. But after the war, now there was an election in England. Just hold on, please. Hold on, please. I'm regulating something. So, okay. Now, as I was saying, let me go back. I was talking about Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill fought Hitler with the Allied forces and defeated Germany. He was a man of war. But after the war, during election, that time war has finished, so no more Second World War. Are you hearing me? Now there was election in England, and Winston Churchill was campaigning with his war prowess. What he achieved during the war, he thought that they would just give to him, say, oh yeah, continue as the prime minister with one accord. He thought he didn't have any, because everybody saw it. He was a man of war. But do you know what? The English people, they were civilized, enlightened. These are people, I mean English people. It's truth. They are enlightened the people, enlightened the population. I give it to them. Do you know what happened? They thanked Winston Churchill, say, you led us during the war. You're a man of war, but you will not be a man of peace. Your government will not be good during peacetime. So they voted for the Labour Party candidate. His name is Clement Attlee. Yes, Clement Attlee. That's his name. This thing, I tell you, this defeat surprised Winston Churchill to the extent he nearly broke down. But running a country is not running your company. Do you see it? There is no emotion. Imagine, let me just say, imagine it's in Africa. Imagine any person that come out to talk against or even to challenge as an opposition against somebody like Winston Churchill immediately after the war, people will even mob the person. Say, who are you? Do you know this man? He led us. Because Africans don't reason. They reason with their emotions. They don't. If you are coming, the person, sit down, let us reason. He said, no, do you know this man is our. That is why, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, when Biafra comes, I will just retire. You see, many of our people with the same emotion. Oh, no, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will be our president. You will be. Sometimes I listen to it, I laugh. I say our people are still not enlightened. Our people, do you know, that time there might be somebody bright enough in order to be even to lead Biafra in a peaceful period, planning. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will just be at the background. As be at the background. Let me tell you, I'm not telling you that it is what should be, but I'm just giving you the synopsis of the situation. You understand? So that we stop judging things with a sentiment. That is this sentiment. That is why many of our people are falling astray, going astray. Oh, if it before you know, the speed they take they use that speed to run and enter into ditch, because they don't calm down, they don't reason. They are not matured enough or enlightened enough in order to reason critically. If you understand me? Winston Churchill, immediately after the war, 1945, there was election. But Winston Churchill was dealing with enlightened the population of Britain. They understand what they want. They told him, they praised him, you led us during the war, but during the peace you cannot lead us. And another person entered and did well also from Labour Party. Do you see people that are calm-headed, not with emotion? Because with emotion you make many mistakes. So this government in exile, that is what I'm trying to explain to people, for you to understand that even that insinuation, that arrangement is fundamentally flawed. Because government in exile means the people that are waiting in exile, a government that is in wait in exile already. Once the country is okay now, or any slightest chance now, they will go down and start ruling over the people. They will go down on ground and start ruling. They have all taken over posts. No, it's not like that. IPOB, what is more, freedom fighting than IPOB? IPOB is an outfit, a movement that is talking to governments. Do you see how global terrorism index, how they are trying to wriggle themselves, remove themselves from the mess they put themselves in? Why? Because IPOB is a global movement. We are freedom fighters, fighting anything that is trying to obstruct our freedom. Because what we want to have is freedom first. Number one is freedom, not about governing the people. It is the people that will decide how they are being governed. How we are is a collective decision. Which type of government we are going to run, and who runs what. It is not something we are going to decide now. You understand me? Maybe if maybe Biafra comes, you might not hear again from Mazi Jonathan. Never again. Maybe it's a probability. You might not hear from many people, even DOS officers. You might not even hear them again. Everybody will go on the background. Now, people now will decide which type of government you are going to run and who will be on which post. That is how. But when you say, oh, government in exile, which means you have formed yourself, but you are on wait in exile, waiting. You are not even fighting for freedom. You are waiting. By any chance, if anything happens, now you come and descend on people. Say you have already formed the government. Is that not stupidity? Please remove IPOB name from all those stupid formations. Sometimes you see people, they call themselves intellectuals, they are professors, they are this. But when you see them behave, the way they act, or the things that come out from them, you start wondering. Because African intellectual, let me tell you, I could remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told the story on air, that there was a friend of his, I think a Liberian friend of his or something like that. He said they met in a coffee shop. The man first of all asked him, are you a professor? He said, no. Why are you asking me? He said, okay, sit down, no problem. Why I'm asking, if I see any African, any black man sitting with me, first of all, introducing himself, I'm Professor this, or PhD Doctor this. He said, I will first of all hit him in the mouth and blood will gush out. I am ready to face the consequences. We'll go to the court. I will tell the court that this man you are seeing is an African. He never is not up to the mental capability of answering a professor. Because what all these professors, and most of them doctors, I mean PhD doctors, PhD holders, what they are doing is replicating what they crammed in the school, replicating it. That usual way. They don't have the thinking, the separate way of thinking out something originally. No. All that matter to them is, it was like this, it is done. So when I studied in Cambridge. So they always go through the same, vomit what they cram. They are not in touch with the reality. They don't consider the reality of what they are doing, of the place they are. So that is why IPOB is different. Our mandate is to restore Biafra. And the government of Biafra should be decided by Biafrans. Therefore, IPOB is never part of any government in exile. The British intelligence is trying to destroy or corrupt our movement and provide us with their own alternative, which we are resisting to the core. You know, when these people, they act, you see that they don't have what I call the original initiative intelligence. That is why I am talking about intelligence as the topic of my submission today. Intelligence. Intelligence is the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. Therefore, intelligent people acquire and apply knowledge and skills in order to better their collective lives. Here, listen. The key words here is application. Apply, application is one of the criteria of being intelligent. Because you can be intelligent and you don't apply it. What is the need? What is the need? Therefore, expression of intelligence is shown in organization. It is shown in organization. The environment you live expresses how intelligent you are. That is one thing, one statement one of our brothers yesterday made, and I captured it from Australia. I don't know. He analyzed things. Oh God, I was having goosebumps. I said we have intelligent people in this movement. I'm telling you. Your environment you live, it expresses how intelligent you are. When I mean you, plural, you people are. That is why you go to market in our land. You know, during COVID-19 or some sit-at-homes, when we engage sit-at-home, people will not be in the market. That time you see that people are virtually staying on top of dustbin. That is the type of low intellect they are. It is expressed on their environment. Do you understand? You see in marketplaces in Nigeria, somebody will just say no trash bag. I mean no trashes. No, I mean organize a garbage dump. No trashes. People to put anything anywhere they see, because people are not intelligent enough in order to understand. Responding to stimuli is also your intelligence. Natural intelligence brings it. Now it makes you to respond when you see dirtiness. You understand that, oh, here is dirty. A mad person that is going on the street, he doesn't respond to that type of stimuli. That is why he's dirty, because he's not that intelligent. That intelligence is dead. That is what is happening to all of our people. You understand? That is why I'm talking about intelligence today. The environment you live expresses how intelligent you are. You understand? As I said, the expression of intelligence is shown in organization. If you enter into any country, look at how organized that place is. That is how intelligent the people are. Do you understand me? Look at how organized. How polite they are right from the airports. Oh, welcome. Oh, bienvenido. Oh, bienvenue. They talk to you in a civilized manner. Now you try to understand, they will automatically tell you the type of people they are. Do you understand? Oh, you want, okay, they give you options. You have somebody waiting for you outside, or you have a taxi, or you look at where you rent a car, or this. They explain to you things in an organized way. You see, when you come out, you start seeing things organized. That is how intelligent they are. It's not like in Nigeria. From the first person, once you land, only the crowd, the shouting is deafening you. The shouting of everybody. Now waiting. The AC in the airports will not be so cool to cool you, at least cool you, but you start sweating. Crowd, I got a guy here. People go here, you go here. Waiting now. Any person that touch you now waiting. Somebody where they come from? Anything for man picking. They start begging. From begging, they try to intimidate you by any way. Now you start understanding, the type of country you are in. People of low intelligence. So that is why I say expression of intelligence is shown in organization. People that are not able to organize themselves, they are not intelligent. That is why when you say, hey, we Biafrans, we are highly intelligent, I laugh. Individually, yes, but individual intelligence doesn't portray the collective intelligence. Individual intelligence is zero. You understand? Because after all, you carry Nigerian passport, you have mansions in Nigeria, but anywhere you go, they will treat you as a poor nigger, as a poor person. Because they know that Nigeria harbors the more populous poor people in the world. So you are among. But you might be a billionaire in Nigeria. But outside, no person, no, they call you the same. That is collectivity. Do you understand? You understand me? Your intelligence amounts to nothing until it is expressed and exposed or marketed. You are not intelligent until we become intelligent. That is why you see anywhere white people are, they try to organize. That organization is expression of intelligence. Remember, I define intelligence as it has application. You understand? You acquire knowledge and apply it. Acquire and apply knowledge and skills. You can be a very big carpenter that can build anything. But if you are not practicing, how do people know? You can be a very big mechanic, auto mechanic. But if you are not, everything is in your head. But once you don't practice it, who will know? You understand? Who we know. So, intelligence, or one of the main criteria of intelligence, is application. You apply it. That is why, you know, the Europeans, they acquire knowledge in order to use it in their community, in order to express it, use it to better their community. But you see a black person, an African, or you go and cram the whole dictionary, you know how to speak grammar. Now he tell you that he's intelligent. Far, 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 foul. If you tell him, he will start. That is why, you know, you see China is doing well. You know why? Because they are expressing their intelligence. It's not the same way we Africans, we go and stuff from primary, we start learning English. Oh, you have to pass English first. You know, from there, how many years? Primary school, secondary school, you go to university or any tertiary education. Now you come out with a certificate. You are educated. No. No. That is what I used to argue, and that is what used to confuse many people. They say the Europeans brought education. No, the Europeans didn't teach our people how to do manufacture nkata. We call it ekite. Ekite. You understand? It is not the Europeans that did it. They didn't need to. They didn't have to go to school. They didn't have to go to school to learn English before they now come back to start manufacturing, building, producing ete. You know ete. Ete jarenko. This ete which our ancestors were using in order to climb long trees, palm trees. No, it's not because of English. The only thing is that we should have continue bettering. You know, sometimes if you see the Asians, the Indians, Chinese, they are original always. They continue bettering from what they see in their villages. But we want to start building satellites without even starting anything that matters for us in our community. That is where we get it wrong. Like this, if we continue bettering it, making it electrical, anyhow, more, you know, so that, you know, because this is what concerns us, what we are using in our villages, what we are using in our communities. It is better than trying to build an aeroplane. An aeroplane, are you going to fly it from Mbué to Amifeke? But things that concerns our daily life, you ameliorate it. Application. That is what we lack. We are looking for Sokoto. Things in Sokoto, whereas everything is in Sokoto. They are with us. You see it. So, when we talk about intelligence, as I said, the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. Application is here. So when you are acquiring the knowledge, is not enough. It's not enough to be called an intelligent person or intelligent people. You have to apply it. That is what we are lacking. Your intelligence amounts to nothing until it is expressed and exposed or marketed. You are not intelligent until we become intelligent. That is why, you know, like as I said, I gave example with our markets. Today, they are burning our markets. They are burning our shops in the market. And people didn't deem it right. People are not intelligent enough to think collectively and say, what are we going to do? Like that our brother said. You see people selling inside the same market. They are selling, you know, state-of-the-art electronics, electronic devices, security devices. But it will not occur to them because they are not intelligent enough to think that way. Why not we wire this market with all these electronics so that if there is fire, even what do you call it, alarm lock, so that if there is anything or fire, what do you call it, so that if there is any fire, water, they connect it, all this thing. That is intelligence, collective intelligence. You have rich people there, but they don't think that way because of lack of intelligence. Everybody is happy to sell. Every day you sell, you come, you go and buy a title. And now, you become a one. Whereas the collectivity is not there, or the collective intelligence is not there. We are challenging our people to be intelligent. When I mean to be, it's not individual intelligence. Gather that your intelligence. You understand? Not a smartness. No. Intelligence, collective intelligence. Once you are okay collectively, I'm telling you honestly, you'll be respected. Everybody will be okay. Do you understand me? That's what I'm saying. Now, humans are intelligent social creatures that live in communities. Owing to human evolution and development, we have countries, nations, and kingdoms which are organized supposedly for collective interests. When a country fails in organization and development, as the case of Nigeria, it simply shows the non-intelligence of the people. The non-intelligence of the people. Do you understand me? Nigeria as a country is programmed by her creator Britain to be lagging behind in intelligence. This is why there is lack of merits and proper rule of law, leading to lawlessness. This is why some people are above the law. Intelligence needs application. When you come to a country, you are a community, now you see how that place is organized, you will really loud that the people here are intelligent. It's not about in a ghetto. Now inside you are living in a ghetto, but you are the only person that has a 3-story building mansion. When they come into the gate, into your gate, oh, you are living in paradise. But immediately outside your gate is a quagmire. It doesn't make you intelligent. That ghetto covers both you. If you understand, that is why we need to be thinking collectively, and that is what IPOB represents: collective thinking, collective intelligence. Because you are not intelligent until we are intelligent. That is the reality. Individual intelligence is not sufficient. It's not sufficient. Let me give you this. Analogy or example, please. I want to give you one example. You see, we are praising one madam, the vice chancellor of my school now, or my former school, FUTO, Federal University of Technology, the vice chancellor, Madam Oti. She was a INEC weather collector. He was involved anyway in INEC. She maintained her dignity as an individual, yes. Very, very laudable, very commendable. He said, I was threatened, offered bribe to manipulate Abia governorship election. State running officer, okay, she was a state running officer, Professor T. But she refused. I am coming somewhere, please. She maintained her dignity. That is what is called dignity. I saw how people welcomed her, and she became a symbol, yes. She expressed her intelligence as a normal human being, which is exemplary. But is her individual intelligence enough? That is what I want to ask. Is what just one in 30 million or 100 million that can do that? What about the politicians that we are trying to bribe and intimidate her? Why are Nigerians not calling for the arrest and prosecution of those politicians in order to deter others from doing so? Do you know the reason why people are overjoyed with emotion? Oh, this person, he resisted. Yes, but her confession, it should be of judicial inquiry in a normal organized country. But because Nigeria is not intelligent enough in order to think that way, they let everything go by. They don't think, only emotion. Oh, yeah. She said she was being called, intimidated, bribed, but she refused. In order to build an organized society, people should have started asking, we need even protest. Who are those people that call you? We need them arrested and prosecuted. But you see, they don't talk. When you read the whole news, no person ever thinks that way. Why? Because people are not intelligent enough. Nigerians are not intelligent enough. And that is why there is no law and order. That is why politicians do anything with impunity. Now, this person, how many people can resist like her? Individually, one in 100 million, another person in 100 million, and you're okay with it? You are celebrating it? It's how every country is supposed to be, or most of the people in the country is supposed to be, when law is applied. But people are not calling for the application of law. Why? Because people are not intelligent enough to reason that way. And that is why impunity reigns in Nigeria. People are lagging behind. Intellectually, people are behind. People are behind intellectually. She says she is a pastor, yes. But it's not because of her being pastor. Normally, in a normal country, he wouldn't do it because I am a pastor or I'm a a woman. No. He will do it because I don't want to break the law of my country. If I do it, I break the law and I could be arrested and prosecuted. You know the punishment that will be waiting for her. But in Nigeria, people depends on persons, how do I call it? Morality. Individual morality in order to, reject bribe. It shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be out of morality. No, it should be out of compelling you by law. Iwu. Na me iwu keji dem, so you become afraid. Every citizen of an organized country should be afraid of the law. But in Nigeria, people are not afraid of the law. Instead, they rely on their individual morality, which is not how a country should function. You don't depend on your individual morality. Oh, I am a moral person, so that's why. No. Because if I do this, I will know the consequence. The consequence will be harsh by the law. But in Nigeria, things have no consequences. Everything is heaps of debt, fields everywhere. So they allow it go because people are not intelligent enough to understand that this is dirtiness. In Nigeria, people are mad, mentally mad. That is why they don't understand that. They don't know that dirtiness is everywhere in Nigeria. Dead fields are following them. The same way you see mad man or woman on the street, loaded with filthy rags and plastics and everything. He don't know that he's mad because he don't have that intelligence. That is how every Nigerian is loaded with filth and dirtiness. But their brain, they are mad. They don't know that they have this filth. They don't know that you should prosecute, you should arrest people like this, that the people should do something because they are afraid of law. No, they don't know. That's why they lack intelligence. Here we are trying to raise our intelligence so that it will be sharp. Anything you do, you'll be answerable to it. Anybody can hold you accountable. Anybody can use law to hold you accountable. We'll be watching out for each of ourselves. In Nigeria, they think is the way. Anything you do, you say, no, I beg, no talk, or no concern me. They don't know that security is everybody's concern. Do you see what happened here? Before you know, Security is before you loiter, you stand here. Before you know, under 2 minutes, police will come and start asking you, why do you park here? Who are you? Do you know why? Police has no eyes everywhere. They are not everywhere, but the people are everywhere. As you are parking downstairs, people are up everywhere watching you. Before you know, they see your movement, they call the cops. That is security. That is intelligence. But when you look at things in Nigeria, no person talks. You say it doesn't concern me, because there is no law to protect the citizens. Because the police person you are calling is a filth, is a dirtiness. You don't know, maybe the criminals you are calling police for them to come and catch. He is part of the gang. He give them the gun to go and rob you. So when you call them, they will give him info. Will give the criminal information. The same police will give the criminal, call the criminal and say, you see, there is one woman living in first floor. Shoot him because he have called us. Don't pity him. How shoot her? That is the way Nigeria is. As I said, individual intelligence is not sufficient. As I gave example of the Vice Chancellor of FUTO, Madam Oti, he expressed her intelligence as a normal human being, which is exemplary. But is her individual intelligence enough? Her resistance, is it enough? Her morality, is it enough? How do you expect how many people to have her type of morality? You compel people to have by force morality through the law, including politicians, everybody. You compel. That is a nation. That is intelligent people, organization. What about politicians that we are trying to bribe and intimidate her? Why are Nigerians not calling for the arrest and prosecution of those politicians in order to deter others from doing so? Because collectively Nigerians are not intelligent enough to reason that way. We have been seeing fire disasters in our various markets, fires that burn down people's properties. But why is our people not seeing or seeking for collective solution to these problems? Why? Because of collective intelligence or lack of collective intelligence. We saw today fire got a low market is in Ikeja, spare parts. You see people carrying their hand in their head. The same thing. Maybe 2 days ago they were happy that the fire that burned our papa, it didn't touch them. Today it touched them. Today it touched them. Other people are still watching. You see, I think it's that Humpty Dumpty, Iwanyan, that said the people don't come back, remain there. Go and tell him about the fire. Our people should be proactive. When you see the times are bad, now you take another measure. That is how real human beings react. Responding to stimuli. Responding to the situation you are in. Stop sleeping in the house thinking that everything is okay. You might wake up tomorrow morning and see your shop is vandalized or destroyed by fire in Lagos. Do you understand? Take preemptive measure, proactive measure. Discuss it in your unions. How are we going to do? That is how people do. Stop listening to all these politicians. This fire that burning have turned many people to be poor, people that were something before to become nothing. It doesn't concern Iwanyan. He has talked, he has spoken and gone home. It doesn't concern him. It is you that is suffering. Everybody, the masses, that's supposed to, because you know that the government in Nigeria doesn't care for you. Why shouldn't you care for yourself? As that our brother said, many of you used to travel outside the zoo. You used to visit China. You used to travel and buy goods in Japan, from every part of the world, United States, Canada. You see how things are. Why not apply the same thing? When you come back, now you, inside your unions, you start bringing ideas that, look, we need to do something about this. We need to wire security. We need to wire security lock, alarm locks, so that any person that touches any part of the market, the alarm will blow. Stop depending on hiring somebody from, say, no, Obuodeshi as security. The times are bad. Do you understand? If you are a Biafran, Igbo Biafran, in Lagos, know that the times are bad. Onye ndị iro gbara gburugburu adịghị ụra with anya abụọ. Ọ na-eche ndụ ya nche all the time. If you sleep, you might not wake up again. If you are in the market, you have to find a way in order to secure the market. Because when you go back, when you go home, some bad people are there. You understand? You see the temperature, the political temperature in that place. That is how they know who real human being. Stop believing people when they assure you, hey, you know, we have been living peaceful. Don't worry, we assure you that we will protect you. In a country, you don't need people's protection. You protect yourself. No, normally the government protects. Everybody protects everybody. But when they want you dead, now you protect yourself. When they always want you destroyed, dead, all the people, all they care is to make you, to kill you, to destroy your properties. Are you not a human being? Why can't you think? You know that Nigeria cannot come to your rescue. You know that Ohanese and Igbo can never come to your rescue. Instead, they will try to turn your mishap. They try to turn the destruction of your properties into their own private gains. They will go back and collect, indemnities, damages from the government without telling you. They will tell the government, we will go and settle them, don't worry. They will sign checks and give to them. They will go and laugh and come out and tell you, no, don't worry, stay in Lagos. Stay there, no problem. And they will not tell you any other thing. Until when are we going to be intelligent people? It's not about talking. It's about application. You see, in that intelligence, once you see an organized place, it is applied. Intelligence is applied. It's application. You come out, you see how things are. You go to one market, you see how everything is organized. You see how things are secured. Now you know that these people are intelligent too. That's the only thing you conclude. You respect anybody there. But when you go, everything jaga jaga, no road, nothing, you know that these people are just hunter gatherers. The same thing like Neanderthals. You go and get your food that day and forget it. Tomorrow is another day. You depend on nature. We should pass that situation. You understand? We have been seeing fire disasters, I'm repeating, in our various markets. Fires that burn down people's properties. But why is our people not seeking for collective solution to these problems? It is lack of collective intelligence. Though there are very rich people in that market, people that say security cameras and alarm locks, but they have not risen to that level of intelligence in order to understand that collective interests outweigh individual interests. This is why they are only interested in making money and buying titles, thereby overlooking most important issues, that is organization. Once you are organized, you become respected. If you understand me, once you are organized as a people, now you earn respect. That is the difference. You understand me? A country is as intelligent as her organization. This is why Radio Biafra London, it was initiated by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in order to sanitize our brains and update our intelligence in order to understand the need for organization, the need for collectivity instead of individualism, so that Biafra will be a highly organized society. That is what we are doing here, to sanitize our mentalities, our psyches, so that when Biafra comes, it will be very easy for organization. It will be very, very easy. Not when you are talking here, another person is talking there. People, disorganization everywhere. No. Instead, it will be an organized country, an organized entity. Do you understand? That is why we are preaching here always, so that Biafra will be a society where intelligence will not only be acquired, but also will be applied. This is where I'm going to stop. You know, I say I will be brief, and I am. I will go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will call. Please do not go away.
A country that was opposed to our liberation, a country that supported colonial regimes, the apartheid regime in South Africa, the white racist minority regime in Zimbabwe, now Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe, the Portuguese colonial governments in Mozambique, in Angola, in Guinea-Bissau, and Cape Verde, today is coming to Africa to teach us about democracy. A country that has toppled so many governments in Africa, that has led so many coups in Africa and other parts of the world, a country that has killed so many of our leaders in Africa and other parts of the world, the killers of Patrice Lumumba, those who toppled Kwame Nkrumah, those who killed Nasser, those who killed Muammar Gaddafi, today are coming to teach us about democracy. A country that has been built on brutal force, on enslavement of other human beings, on the humiliation of Africans, the exploitation of Africans, the plunder of Africa, today is coming to teach us about democracy. That's the arrogance, the imperialist arrogance, the racist arrogance that we are subjected to. We cannot have democracy where there is hegemony of the strongest, mightiest imperialist power. We cannot have democracy where a country's resources, a country's decisions are dictated to by another country. A country that is dominated by another country cannot be democratic. A country that lacks sovereignty cannot be democratic. A people that cannot decide for themselves cannot be democratic. A colony, a neo-colony cannot be democratic. That's why today, even at the United Nations, membership is on the basis of sovereignty. Only sovereign nations can be members of the United Nations, because only sovereign nations can decide for themselves. A colony cannot be a member of the United Nations. It's not by accident. It's not a mistake. If you have no respect for the dignity of others, if you have no respect for the sovereignty of other countries, you cannot claim to be a champion of democracy. They used to say, all roads lead to Rome. Today, we can confidently say, all roads to progress, all roads to what is better for humanity leads to Beijing.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. Today is the 30th day of March 2023, and that Boboturie. Therefore, our lines are now opened. Our direct line, as usual, is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have callers already there. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. You are the first caller, please. Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp. Mazi, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Please, welcome to the program. You are the first caller. Go on, please.
Good evening, Mazi Jonathan.
There were Mazi.
Hello?
Yeah, Mazi, go on, please. Mazi, go on.
Okay, are you hearing me?
Yes, that's why I say go on. I'm hearing you. That's why I say go on. Go on, go on.
Yeah, my name is Chukwu Manuel. I'm speaking from my location. Thank you very much for your topic this evening. I greet my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man who set up this platform to expose all the evil that is going on in the whole world, especially in Nigeria. I wish this radio will reach as many people as possible in Biafra land, so that people will listen and become a human being. If you are not listening to Radio Biafra as a Nigerian, as a Biafra, you are not a human being. You will always be deceived at what you are hearing as a news in Nigeria. Nevertheless, I want to start for our people in Lagos about how their markets are burning from time to time. Their houses are pulling down from time to time. Nobody is representing them. Nobody is talking anything. I have said it before that this thing you call Ohanes indeed, they are criminals. That's what elected to destroy Igbo race. If you're watching out all the time they are making their stupid statement, they are not doing it to defend their people. Instead, they will just make a statement, always begging, always begging. In this case, I feel that what is happening is this. Like when a market burn like this group of people will go and collect money somewhere and deceive our people. Some of us suggested if our people will start to hear something from that, let them take Tinubu and Sanwo-Olu and their crew to court in Lagos and claim the damages of our people that they have burned their markets after the election. This case, no matter how long, no matter anywhere, it will make them to come to unite more. They have markets in different forms in Lagos. Each of them supposed to have their chairman, and they will be contributing money so that they will use it and face a case like this. Any day they will go to court, there will be no market for any evil man in any market. This will make a lot of people to know what is going on. If they will wake up now and think about themselves, I hope it will help. Now, you talk about a woman and election. This is, if Nigeria is a country, this woman is supposed to be promoted and awarded so that other people will learn from the woman, because she did a very nice job, which is very difficult to see such thing in Nigeria. You see, in election in Nigeria, some of them who are going to carry ballot box, some of them will be killed. Even though, if any of them was caught, after the election, the party, the ruling party they are fighting for, we go at the back door and release them. That was what is going on in Nigeria. This woman supposed to be rewarded heavily. But in Nigeria, no way. That is Nigeria for you. Everything about Nigeria is made for criminality. It will take a long time to put things together in black race. But how to start journey is just a step. Because when we bring all these things together, you see that black people are very far. The way they reason, the way they think, is a different thing. Again, before I close, Simon Epa supposed to take to court. Many people have been suggesting this on news, on Radio Biafra, in Finland. Because Simon Epa is not IPOB. Simon Epa.
Mazi, all those things have been taken care of, please.
Autopilot.
Mazi, all those things have been taken care of. It doesn't need to, that is drawing back. Or whether you are not following the situation, please. Go continue in your this thing and round up, please. Everything, all those kind of things have been taken care of. Please. Please go on and conclude.
If that is the case, it's okay. I greet my leader who set up this platform, because before, when we are listening to news, we feel that we are hearing news, not to know it. Something like BBC or CNN, all of these medias. Some of us don't know that these people are deceiving the whole world until we start hearing our leader. That is where you hear the news and understand what is happening. Thank you very much. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra. There, Mazi. There. Caller on signal. Mazi, thank you for being there for going to 9 minutes. Mazi, go on, please. Caller on signal. Mazi Akas.
Yeah. Yes, Mazi Jonathan. Good evening from here.
There,
I hope I'm coming out loud and clear, brother.
You are. Go on.
Okay, thank you so much. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom. My name is Mazi. I'm calling from Austria. Special grace of Ezechuko Gabiama. I serve the indigenous people of Biafra as IPOB Austria National Peer. Mazi, I want to make this important announcement. Please, allow me to do that. Please, I hope I can go on.
Go on, Mazi. You don't need my permission. Just go on. It's IPOB.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. Yeah, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, IPOB Austria, we want to remind you once again concerning our protest we are going to have on 1st of May, which is going to take place in Linz, Austria. Please, we are calling all of us of freedom, those of us who are asking the zoo government to make sure our leader will be released just as their court have discharged and acquitted him. We are calling all of you to join us on 1st of May in Linz to protest, also to let the Austrian government once again to know that our leader is still being held in the DSS custody in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. And we are asking all IPOB members here in Austria, everybody should get ourselves ready to make sure we attend this important protest in Linz, Austria. And we are asking those of us that are working, please make sure you take free, though that particular day is going to be a holiday. But please, for those of us that are working on holiday, please make sure you are free to attend this protest. We know where we used to gather in Volksgarten. We are meeting in Volksgarten just 100 meters before the train station. Those of us coming from Wien, from Salzburg, from Tyrol, from all corners of Austria, all the 9 states of Austria, please, we know the time is 8 o'clock in the morning and it's going to be televised. Please, we are calling everybody to join us that day so that we can make our voice loud once again, so that the Austrian people will know that the freedom we are asking from Nigeria is legitimate and we are doing the right thing. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have made the whole world to know that Biafran people, we must be free from Nigeria because the type of life we are living in Nigeria is unbearable. We can't continue to live in this type of way. Mazi, I just want to proceed to say what I think about all that you said this evening. The truth about Nigeria is something that we, the Biafran people, we can't continue to tolerate this type of idiocy. They are contributing in that country. Everything about Nigeria is upside down. These are the reason why if somebody decide in that country called Nigeria to obey the law is being celebrated. I know that this gallant woman, she stood and said no, she's not going to, being corrupt or taking bribe to announce forced election. These are the reason why we are celebrating her. Just the way our sister Dorak took stand and to announce the death of Yaradua. And at the end of the day, she paid. She used her life to pay for Jonathan to climb. They murdered her because she stood and said, no, I have to let Nigerians know that Yaradua is dead. The same thing when Buhari died, nobody could be able to stand up to say, no, I have to let this truth come out. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was shouting, letting the whole world that this man is dead. And these are the reasons even when they kidnapped him in Kenya, rendition him back to Nigeria, they couldn't be bold enough to add that particular Buhari is dead in the so-called nonsense accusation they put on our leader. Why they didn't add it if they know that truly Buhari is alive? So this is our Nigeria. And our people should know that staying in Nigeria will cause us death, just as the way they've been killing us right from 1914 even to today, burning our businesses, killing our people because our people want to force themselves in Nigeria, burning their businesses, and our people cannot stand up to take the responsibility to make sure that they can be able to do something that will save their market. And you see that big, I don't know what to say. When they said we are insulting elder, this type of stupid elder who are telling our people to stay in Lagos, they shouldn't come back home. Now they are burning their business. What is he going to do? Is it not to go at their back and collect money on top of the destruction of their businesses? Our people should wake up from their slumber and begin to know that Akurulo, Amaronye Barrier. we should begin to go back home. We should begin to go take most of the things we have in every part of Nigeria, we take it back home to Biafra land, so that build a market whereby somebody cannot just put fire and burn everything down. This is what encouraging our people. Earlier the better our people begin to do this thing. Earlier the better we will be safe, our businesses will be safe, our lives will be safe. This is what we are alerting our people for them to know, that we are not safe in Nigeria. And they should join us. They should join us to make sure we free ourselves from this zoological republic of Nigeria, which is putting them into this suffering every day, including me that I'm speaking. Mazi, may bless you. We must continue to do this gospel until Biafra is being restored. Thank you, Mazi.
There we Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on direct line. No.
It's 2009.
No. The call just stopped or got off. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Welcome to the program. I restarted my
Yes.
laptop. Go on.
Can you hear me, sir?
The whole world is hearing you. Please go on.
Dedo Jonathan Udochukwu Kikabama. Jishike. Biafrans all over the world.
Mazi, Mazi, because I received confirmation that na Abane Kuku on FM. I received many confirmations. Go on, Amamen on Aba.
Yes.
In Anoya from FM.
FM come
Very good, very good.
Anybody in Aba that do not make Biafra, that person's business. That's the Jonathan ambassador. You are doing your job perfect. This land belongs to we, Biafran people. Nigeria is a British property. And that intelligent there, the Jonathan Ukwoki. The Jonathan Owash. Our ancestors studied nature. And they are given the mandate to operate nature. Which other education is more than that? And Britain brought education to us. And they train all these our leaders here. That abandon our leader. That's the Nnamdi Kanu in the hands of terrorists. That's the Jonathan J. Now, for the government in exile. Government in exile. Anywhere you are, as long as you know, say you be Biafra, this is your opportunity. Not because of your selfish interest, we lose this opportunity. Nonsense. Aside arrogant. Imagine the whole Biafrans all over the world. They want to live. You want to abandon your own land and live in exile. So that Fulani will come and occupy our land. Say, I will say. Say, I don't know. Then the ticket goes in. You quote the Gambia, make a kero wasim zeng. Then I feel. Matthew chapter 3, from verse 1 to end. Then the ticket goes in. And the same Matthew chapter 4. Quiet the pastor they preach, right? Father, back over show the religious forget about the Yorubas, forget about the Hausa pastors. You will be Biafran pastors. Matthew chapter 3 and Matthew chapter 4. That is what Christ, you people are looking. Is that the Kanu? I don't think Jesus can take my life. I people are forward. No problem. I'm going to the That Matthew chapter 4, temptation of Jesus Christ. Verse 8 and verse 9. Then the Jonathan take it. Satan tempted Jesus can promise everything, heaven and earth, but he said, get away. I must fulfill my mission. Then the Kanu is there to declare and give him the sign of the government. I think constructive there. Massacre is over here also. They don't care for it. Then the Kanu Jesus Christ. I can check out there. Jesus Christ get just again. No one people. Yes, go down. Question for Jesus. But the could I there. I'm past. Check out the question me. Master the Jonathan. I want to write the Jonathan. Man, the penny from my camp. Any jot anywhere. This Biafra land here, all the leaders in Biafra land. I want to go to Mokanaga. What the Bonomaka?
Mazi, round up. Mazi, round up.
Yes. Jonathan, let's go for. Oh, for no good. Kamala like a demoji kanka. Baby, come on now, put up practicing culture tradition. None can give. As a school cabin, must stand a baby on a bit. Neke, no dear. Nafu. Nankuo. Yeah. Oje. Omena lomu to cabin, make a sort of one illegal.
There, Mazi. Thank you very much. Caller on direct line. Mazi, can you hear me? Call on direct line. What is happening? I missed the caller on direct line again. Just hold on. Yes. Call on direct line. Can you hear me now? Please go on now. Go on. There.
Greetings to Umu Chineke. Afambo Mazi Mechi from my location. Mazi Jonathan, you touched on so many things, but only two things come to Rega. First one, second one, no. The first one, this upcoming national census, actually, Obodo Zoo. And in the Nigerian Population Commission, I read somewhere, and I think that people don't need to migrate to their locations or to their place of origin. Now, census has come, and in the Igbo, their population is becoming needed, and they are trying to stop people from migrating. I'm using this opportunity. Council and Olubani, Onyo Obulawo Igbo, Mobu Lagos, Mobu Mugu, Kesi ala Christmas, Wado La, Norona Ben Nage, Kaka Mtuogi, Gunyegi, Kahamana na anyị bara uru, because all sorts of elections can need in the Igbo. Manoru mgbe actually use population. Ha bụrụ anyị tie na bendi ofe mmanụ na bendi ugwu. E were population anyị na-enye ha location. Then, urute na election, ha si ndị be anyị la. The second point, my brother Anchori Kubo, concerning the effect of Radio Biafra globally and in all parts of Africa. I want to give a special thanks to our internal leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for instituting this Radio Biafra. My brother, the wave of the effect is going round. I want you, Mr. Jonathan, to pay attention to emancipation of Africans. Now, if you look at the BRICS, Brazil, Russia, China, everybody knows it. Now, Africans are beginning to realize that Westerners and the Americans, they caged us. Now, so many Africans are speaking up. They are tilting towards joining BRICS instead of this constant exploitation from Americans and Britain. Now, I remember when Gaddafi was alive. One of the reasons why they killed him, he insisted that every resources from Libya must be backed by asset-based exchange. Like, if you want crude oil from Libya, you have to bring equipment, you have to bring technology, you have to bring development as an exchange. Because some of African countries, as foolish as they were, we just sit down. And Americans will print dollars, millions of dollars from their country, come and give it to you, take your resources back and keep their own economy going. But our people are beginning to realize that those things are prank and fake. So, my brother, if you watch the Africans that are standing up to this, they are the Africans that are led by indigenous people. Nigerians, the indigenous people of Nigeria need to wake up. We need to wake up and realize that this exploitation has gone too way far. It is time to go back and realize who we are. God bless you, my brother. God bless Nnamdi Kanu. All hail Biafra.
Thank you very much. Mazi, you talked about the printing dollars. Sometimes if it's wave, ikuku, because some of the transfer or some of the way of paying for the plundering our resources is through transfer. Just nothing. It's technology anyway. They'll just press there. Okay, it have been paid $2 billion. It reflects. It reflects in the account. You know, only nothing, only breeze. And now you carry tons and tons of gold, diamond, crude oil every day, and be shifting to something physical, something tangible, something you can touch. They either print their paper money, and be giving you paper money that is nothing amount. So if America, if they want, they print billions of dollars every day. They continue giving you. If they want, they do it on the wave. It's transferred. Nothing. I'm telling you, although it's technology or it's their brain, their intelligence that give it to them. But it's time to wake up. I'm telling you honestly. That's why you see Belgium is not drilling anything like gold or anything. They don't have gold mines, but it's the diamond center of the world. Same as Israel. Go to New York. They have vaults full of gold, diamond, precious stones, the highest. Where all those things are mined, they don't have nothing. Only papers that we are scavenging for. Paper to buy ego, ordinary paper money. I'm telling you. That's why even some African, no matter what, some African politicians, some African leaders, when you see them talking, hear them talking against the West, genuinely they are sad. I'm telling you, genuinely. Caller on direct line. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. Caller on direct line. Please go on. I have other callers waiting. Can you go on, please? Caller on direct line. Go on, please.
Yes, sir.
There
I am calling from Aba, to be precise. I really thank you.
You see? Oh, maybe the brother is calling to confirm. I think he was the person that called the other day complaining. But today he know. Let me go to callers on Signal and who is there first? Caller on Signal. You have been there since... No. Caller on WhatsApp is there first before you. 8 minutes. Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Please go on.
Mazi, Professor Jonas, good evening, sir.
There, Mazi, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Please say one or two little things I want to say. I'm the person that have been advocating one thing, that intelligence is the creator, and I am really happy today that your topic is right. On intelligence.
You are right.
Yes. Yeah, I've been saying it. Intelligence. You know this thing that is happening in Africa. If we, as the other caller told you, it is simply because of Radio Biafra. I pray they start admitting it, because before the advent of Radio Biafra, this revolution was not like this. You understand? That is why I always tell you people that everybody listens to Radio Biafra. Everybody. Forget how it may appear, but the truth is that he can hardly listen to Radio Biafra. I know there's one statement you do make, you Professor Jonas, you do say that intelligence should always rule supreme. You understand? So this your topic today gives me a lot of joy. So because of that, I want to still portray one or two lights on that intelligence. There was something we were talking about Igbos, when we were talking about security and all that in Lagos and all that. The truth is that Chukwokika Abiyama created Igbos to be very smart. If you look at Igbos by their DNA, their topography, their location on this on this planet Earth, you discover the kind of food they eat, their culture, everything. You will discover that Igbo people are the smartest race on earth. But something happened. And that thing that happened is what is affecting Igbos till today. You understand? There is this virus of selfishness was imputed into Igbos. This virus of selfishness during the slave trade, when they were using Miro and all those funny things. The way now they are using cars, using Android phone, flashy things now. That was how they used it. People were selling their brothers, selling their kinsmen, just for them to be giving Miro, just for them to be giving Kai. All those funny the same way. And that thing now brought about that selfishness. And that selfishness now dumped the Igbo man. The way it dumped, look at, you were saying that people in that Lagos market are burnt. Many of them are into security business. But their common sense cannot tell them that this thing they are selling in their shop can be used to secure their market. Why? Because selfishness has been infused into us up to the level that the only time our brain reason is when it comes to our own self, me, and women. But when it comes to we as a people, we become dummies. You understand? So that is why I think this topic, I wish you can still portray more light on it. You understand? For us to always know that, for us to always know that this Chukwa Inefe, ICI Inefe is nothing but intelligence. Intelligence is what created car. Intelligence is what created house. Intelligence is what brought me into life. Intelligence is what everything you can see in the universe. If you take 10 pieces of stone and throw it on the floor, the chances of it giving you a beautiful pattern is zero. There must be an external force that will organize those stones to give you a pattern, and that external force is called intelligence, and that is what rules the universe. You understand? So, and like our people always talk about prayer, and I always want to tell them that in this realm of intelligence, prayer is just a way of wishing yourself well and being focused. In the realm of intelligence, is the act of intelligence that gives you everything, like the way IPOB have climbed in their pursuit for freedom. If you check what brings it, yes, I know you people pray, but the only thing prayer does is to make you feel good, to make you focus, and that is all. But what will bring what you want into life is nothing but intelligence. And the way you act on intelligence is what we call wisdom. I would like to stop here for now, and thank you for giving me this
Mazi, honestly, you made my day. You're right. Intelligence is creativity, application. That is it. Caller on signal. Welcome to the program. You have been here since going to 12 minutes. Mazi Chukwudi, I think. Go on, mate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ndewo, Mazi, my lecturer, Ndewo. Thank you so much. Ndewo, Udodrege. And then this our last caller also has spoken very, very, very well. You know, for our people should think of who we are as people. We are intelligent, but the selfishness has taken over who we are. Collectively, we are nothing, but individually, we do a lot. So now we have to think collectively in order to achieve a lot. Mazi, I don't want to take your time. I just want to contribute on this issue of spawning market. Mazi, this is pre-planned of our enemies. And then I beg our people, I've been begging for this, and I'll continue advocating for our people to know what time we are in. The time we are in now is not right. It is time for our people to do their own security by either going stage by stage every night to guide their market. It doesn't matter if you're in the street. It doesn't matter if you're in a bigger market or thereabout. Fire, camera, or any other thing might not even stop fire, because these people that are coming to do this, even if you know their face, they are F5, they are stray kids, they are still going to do what they have sent to do. I am very, very sometimes disappointed when our people come to the radio, like yesterday, somebody shouting on the radio, "Oh, you are idiot. You are trying to push our people to do this and that And I say to myself, why are we doing this to ourselves? If people decided to return home, let them return home. If you want to be in Lagos, guide your market. The fight they are saying we are going to fight this war, which war are you fighting? And when somebody's market is born,
it's a war already.
The war have come.
Mazi, only
That's war already.
It's war already.
My brother, it's a war already. What is happening in Nigeria is already war. It's a heavy one that is going on, and it's going on against our people. Please, our people, please, and I beg you, this is time to guide or to return home. Lastly, what Obasanjo and Iwanya we did in Anambra State is what I call the evil of the century. Obasanjo said that Biafra died when it's also person's house. And after then, they give mic to Iwayanwu to also selfishly what he has been doing after the war, even before the war. People should go and read and know who is Iwayanwu. He's part of the people who sold our people. He's part of the people who keep us where we are. He's telling our people we are not returning. Oh, we have a meeting with people in the whole world. In this. We are not going to return anywhere. What is he going to do now that our people's market have been burned? Check on your own. What is left? Mazi, thank you.
There were Mazi. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Mazi Jonathan, good evening.
There were Mazi. There were, go on.
Hello.
Go on, yes, go on.
Okay, Mazi Jonathan, please. I am Chineke Eze, calling from Aba. Please, I want to beg you for something. Please, whenever somebody call and said that radio is not speaking in Aba, please don't attack that person. Radio is speaking. Some side is clear. Some side is not clear. Like me now, I'm listening to you through app. Because I have 3 radio. All the 3 radio is not clear. The other one is speaking as if the speaker is broken, but the radio is okay. Other stations are speaking. But the other one is speaking small inside. The other one is making noise. So I went today to buy another radio. Since I've asked people in the market, before that I seen all the clear, before that I seen the Hanarano, before that I seen the 2 no name show. So I went to buy another radio, candy show more radio. I went the money and say no about reason I know Zokwano na reku side ha. So when we side only cook clear. When we side only cook clear. When side the only cook very it no go the highest volume, only make noise all inside. So please, madi ku otu anwa. So sigi no na ege fine. Man aside the all the clear. O sigi no na anu ya, man aside the on make noise. So man aside they only make noise. So for the past 2 no sir. No sir. Okay, no problem. I can connect your wire na pole, whoop na zinc. Come see the same thing on other
Okay.
So but I will do it. Do that.
Okay. You remind me. Okay, Omaka. Okay, again. Here, radio that time, shortwave. Wire we're going and look. I'm now. You Maka name. Hi, Chideke. Caller on, let me see. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Huh? Let me see. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal.
Yes, Matt.
There, Mazi, go on. Caller on Signal. Go on.
Jonathan, our professors.
Mazi, there,
Udo de rege, duru umu Chineke, ndi homa de mma. Mazi, Udo de Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chupoku ka Biafra is with our leader. And he will continue with our leader, guiding him and protect him. The God of our land is with him, and our DOS and all the good Biafrans and our little presenters. Chupoku ka Biafra. Give us that knowledge that you promised our ancestors. Father, guide our leader in the name of Chukwuka Abiyama. He said, Mazi Jonathan, you know, when we miss your teaching, evening teaching like this, sometimes we feel annoyed because what we are learning from you is too much. God will continue to bless you because if you are Biafran, you are not resting to Ledo Biafra, you are missing a lot. You are missing a lot. Issue why this evening is intelligent. You know, when we talk about intelligence, I look around since I was born till now. I see now only person that has God blessed, who has his own mind focus is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are here today because of the intelligence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why we call it a corrective something. That is why we are hearing a different type of teaching and enlightenment. Great Biafrans, we will continue worshiping Chukwuka, thanking God who created us and put us to east for giving us a true leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When I listened to Radio Biafra yesterday night and yesterday evening, repeating of our leader's last thought, he said something that touched me a lot. That somebody in USA wanted to go retirement and he met him and said, Mazi, I want to use this my retirement money and sponsor Biafra agitation. He said no, he cannot do that. He said, ask him why. Because we are all over the place. Only you cannot sponsor Biafra. So keep your money, all of us, that is corrective, all of us will do that. And he said another one, that somebody wanted to sell one of his house to sponsor Biafra. He said, no, you can't sell one of your house because of it. We are corrective people. That thing taught me very, very well. That is why I know when we talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, anybody should not be jealousy about why we are praising him, why we love him, why we are always talk about him, because we see a different human being on our leader. We are doing something that our people should know, that coming out of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, means that God wants us to be free. That is why today, somebody, the first time in my own life, hearing of somebody from Igbo land, a vice chancellor, they are giving him $2 million to sell their vote to another people. She said no. Do you know why? Because this woman is listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the truth. Because if you know, since the beginning of the zoo, nobody, this is the first time we are hearing all those things. That is the enlightenment of our leader. Our people are waking up. But we should guide this woman and tell him, let she remember the type of society she was. Because this society, those people that wanted to pay her off, will be looking for her all over the angle. So she must know this one. Because what's happening to Dola Akunyele, we don't want it to repeat. Dola Akunyele did everything for zoo to be good, but they are pay her with debt. So our people should know this thing we are doing is for us. If this thing this woman did, if happening is a Yoruba woman, all the media in the whole world, I'm telling you the fact, because it's an Igbo woman, all of them keep quiet. For those who celebrated, I know our people are wicked. Yes, we celebrated her. But remember, can you be like that woman? Ask yourself who celebrated her. Can you be like that woman? Show example of that kind of honest and truthful. That is what we want. We learn. When you hear something, learn from it. So our people should wake up. Our leader represents many things. He represents the truth, the honest, the trust, the sacrifice, the wisdom, the peace, and the freedom. That is what we need. And if we get all those things, our land will be the best on on earth. So Biafrans, great Biafrans, we need to tell ourselves the truth. For our people who are in the Lagos, we are talking about intelligence. When we talk about intelligence, discuss with your people, telling them this thing we are suffering supposed to stop. We have a true leader who show us the way. We know where our leader is today. He isn't there because he wants us to be intelligent people. He wants us to live like normal human beings. He's not there because he wanted to be there. He's in there because he wants a different life to our people. That is why every Biafran should try all his best to be a good and intelligent people. Mazi, you see our people in Biafra land. Don't support what you don't know. Don't learn from evil people. All these things that evil politicians are trying us, forcing us to be, all of us to follow politicians doing this. That is why today, obedient, they have done their own things. Why are you people keeping quiet? Wake up and say, yes, we have to go and try. We must follow Mazi Nnamdi because we now understand it's only him can give us that things we want. Don't keep quiet, especially all these religious leaders in our land. Please, you people stand up and demand the release of our leader. You people should not hate our leader because he said the truth. We can never take that food from out of your mouth because you need offering, you need this. That is why you are keeping quiet. You are hypocrisy if you are keeping quiet like that. So, Biafrans, if you are agent in Biafra land, remember that now the time is coming when that agent go and find a good work to forget about agent. Biafrans, we are great, but selfishness and envy and jealousy are killing us. So we should remove all those things and follow our leader instruction. Thank you very much, Mazi.
Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on direct line, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Go on, please. Welcome to the program.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yes, Mazi, go on. Call on direct line, go on. Yes, go on.
Okay. My name is Ogon. I'm calling from Aba. I've called before, so but I didn't hear my edition on the radio. But all the same, let me talk about our brothers in
Mazi, before you continue, are you hearing in Ano? Are you listening through FM in Anoya?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, go on. Okay, go on.
No, sir.
Go on. Don't worry, go on. It's okay.
Okay. So they are trying to deal with our brothers here, and you see that all these things our brothers are passing through there. Our leader have earlier said it. It's a clear revelation. It's a clear prophecy. But they couldn't listen. Most of them have died. Most of them have lost all their things there. You see that symbol that they carry our brothers' votes. Our brother Titobi that won election. Everybody see it. They carry our vote and give to Tribu. They want to just ring in Tribu. They are shouting. Most of the people that are rising up in our Biafra land today, we are naming them, we are noticing them. Those they are hypocrites is swelling up. We have seen them. But in due time, we'll follow them up seriously. That's the promise for them. So the thing there is that let the people calm down. Even if they didn't, I'm not a politician. I'm a Biafran, call Biafran. Since they didn't allow our brother to go in there, let them carry their election, they go. Already our leader have said that there should not vote. So people don't want to listen. Without this time, people want to continue to remain in their ignorance. They don't want to be intelligent enough to know that Nigeria belongs to Britain. And Britain and US have their hand in the things that are going on in Nigeria today. But I pity them. When in due time, God will answer them according to what they are doing to us. We are Biafrans and we will not go back. Long live my honorable leader, Nnamdi. Long live my brother, Jonathan. Long live my honorable members that are making Biafra to be on air all the time. Thank you very much.
There were. Thank you. Like what our brother is trying to say, look, we are not we are using the Nigeria election to confirm what we have been saying here. Our leader have said it many times that your PVC is not what gives you your president, a Nigerian president, but it's INEC. Your PVC is useless. And IPOB, we have maintained that. So what happened is for our people are doubting Thomas's. They have gone, they have seen. So they should learn if they want. Caller on WhatsApp, thank you for holding on for going to 15 minutes. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello?
Yes, Mazi, go on, please.
Okay. My name is Berechu Ajebu.
No, there were.
Okay. Yeah, I'm from United States here. Because what I'm trying to chip in is issue of all these things that have been going on for our people, because it's very sad. And what I'm trying to put in is issue of having a proper database that will just say where our people, like all the people in Nigeria outside the main Igbo land, where they will just put their names and the name of their children and their business, each kind of business they are doing, the assets, the worth of their assets. Because if you look at what is going on now, we are asking them to relocate. So when they relocate, they need to have proper assessment of their inventory, because it will help to relocate them, like how many they are, the children, all those kind of stuff, and the business they are doing, the type of business they are doing, the amount of their goods, all those things. It will help so much in relocation, because if you have all those things, all those information, it will properly make it easy for them to relocate. Because people in Igbo land, once they have got, like now, a lot of them, going on there, where they want to relocate. So if we have all those things with the governors, if we can show that, it will help, because it will help them to determine the
Mazi, can you hear
Go
me?
ahead.
Mazi, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
All these your suggestions to the governors, sometimes it makes me, that's why I say, is it maybe reiterating something we cram? You should understand the reality on ground. These governors, they are not representing us. And the IPOB, Biafra have not come. What we do is to create awareness, to enlighten our people, to encourage our people into doing what is good for everybody, for collective interest. It's not because we can talk the most beautiful things. Are you talking to governors? People that are telling them, stay where you are, nothing. Is it Abulado blast? Is it not they sent a politician to start to went and start blaming our people? We on top of the issue, don't talk too much. Till today, what happened? So we should be realistic on our suggestion, not only just it's good we take data, database. Who we do it? The governors, Nigerians. And if IPOB try to do anything of such, it will be sabotaged to the highest. So what we do is to encourage our people and help them any way we can, because our people is our people is us. What IPOB can do, that is what we are doing. And the most important thing is for them to organize themselves. The unions they have, they should not be autonomous. The problem with our people is that this autonomy, this republicanism, we have taken it to a very stupid level. That is why even outside our land, instead of us to, you will see this market will be separate, although they have union, but they don't have any contact with a Papa market, don't have any contact with Idumota. All of them are different as autonomous. It's very bad. That is what we say. Because being a bunch helps. They can take decisions. In as much as they are in different unions, that union should be having contact, not being separated. So that if something is happening in Balogu, should we say, no, it doesn't concern us. Tomorrow we concern you, and others we say it doesn't concern us. That is what we are saying. So that they can be able to massively defend themselves, exchange ideas. You can understand that like before, prior to 9/11, different American intelligence services, they were not interchanging information. And that thing brought about a loophole. These people, whatever they know, they keep it to themselves. They don't want to release it to the others so that they will not say, they will not have, they will pass them. That kind of very bad competition. That is, but after 9/11, the whole, intelligence services, American intelligence services, they start exchanging information because it helps. So that is what we are telling our people. Mazi, please continue and round up.
Yeah, but hello.
Go on,
hello?
Mazi. Go. Why are you shouting hello?
Yeah.
Go on. You are talking on air.
Sorry. Okay. So but right now, exactly what you just said, you are right in what you said. So, but what I'm trying to say that we will use this media to inform all those people, because as you said, you are right. A whole lot of them don't have contact of each other, as you said. So, but if you can use this media and let them know, each organization, they need to have a database where they can have a record of all the Igbos around there. So we preach it all over, outside just all over Nigeria. Let them start having a database where they will put their name, put the name of their family, put the kind of business they are doing, the worth of business, all those information. Because I believe, as you said, it's not that governor will not help. There are certain things governor will not do. But in the Igbo land, if you can get a land, like what is going on now in Enugu, so all those things will help in proper planning for those people and the kind of business they are doing. And it will help each time there is a fire for the Igbo businesses, they will have a proper record of all those things, because everything will not end now. If eventually, by God's grace, we have Biafra today, all those things, we will go back and revisit it. This thing will not be the time we have a Biafra.
Of course.
That's a civil war, where all the Igbo businesses, all their investment just gone like that. They say it's abandoned property. It will not not happen anymore. Because if you have a proper documentary, we will go. And when we are giving government, look, this is the amount you owe us. This is the suffering. It will be very easy to calculate. But as long as we don't have a proper inventory, we will not do it. And I know a lot of them don't have it. But what we have to do now is to let them to have it, to preach it to them, let them hear about it anywhere they are. Let them start documenting it. Let them make it so that it will be very official. And you see, it will help in terms of if we ask them for financial support. All this their business that is burning because no financial support. You know, it will help in proper calculation. That's what I'm trying to.
I have gotten your point. You are on point, really. We continue highlighting it. You're right. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There were. We are gliding slowly towards the end of the program. Caller on signal. Mazi, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, my brother, I can hear you. Good evening, Mas Jonathan.
There were Mazi Madabuchi.
Thank you, my brother. I'm calling you. My name is Ifan Madabuchi, and I'm calling from the Netherlands. I want to make this statement, and it's stating the obvious. What have happened to us? What have happened to our people from the 25th of February 2023 to date has made the case for Biafra. Who doesn't know it, buy a thinking cap. Now, again, burning of Biafran businesses all over Nigeria is a continuation of the genocide on Biafra. There are many ways or many types of, or many ways of perpetuating a genocide. You can have a physical targeted killing of a people because of their ethnic origin. You have economic genocide, burning and destroying goods and properties of same people. And then you have cultural genocide that is destroying intellectual properties. And so what I want to say is that Igbophobia and Biafraphobia has already destroyed the zoo, Nigeria. And so when you talk about our intelligence, that's the main core topic of your presentation this evening. That our intelligentsias and intellectuals and what elite or whatever, they cannot make a cohesive policy to rescue their people who are being slaughtered in a covert, undeclared war. What they can do is to go to Lagos or Abuja to play to the gallery. Meanwhile, their people are dying. But they are bidding their time to get contract from whichever government that comes. That's what they do. Iwanyang is contractor, whatever happening to his people, he doesn't give a hoot once a contract. And saying this, we must accept that we are not at war with Yoruba people, and we acknowledge people like Pa Ayo Abdebanjo, Pa Banji Akintoye, and Pa Bado George, who think in that angle of tolerance, live and let live, and all that. But this will not negate the fact that our people are being killed in Yoruba land, in Lagos, despite the goodwill of the majority. Because I tell you, the majority of Yoruba has no problem with Igbos. But then we are being killed. And so there's no quantification that will negate that fact. So what I'm saying now is that this, until people can organize, like you said in your presentation, Mas Jonathan, until your intelligence can be put into practice and utilization, it is a theory. And I have to tell some people, the impostor in Asharok, for those who doesn't know, there's a war going on against our people. The impostor in Asharok said that his achievement for the last 8 years is that he had been fighting and dealing with the Biafra agitators. That means, for those who do not know it indeed, there have been war against Biafra since 2015, even continuing from 2017, when the genocidal war against Biafra was supposed to have stopped. And so, like our people used to say that he who is rejected doesn't reject himself. And therefore, this is time for Biafra. God bless Biafra.
There war, Mazi. There war. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. You will be the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi, Jonathan. Good evening from here.
There war, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you for the good work you are doing for us. I remain Mazi Emmanuel. I am calling from Paris. I am serving Biafrans as the Paris Zonal Coordinator. Mazi, I want to appreciate you for the good work you are doing on this very hallowed platform. You are doing us proud, except even the program that you normally anchor with our sister from US. We appreciate both of you. The time invested on it is not an easy task. The journey is too far, is too hard. You must, prepare yourself to be bullied by those who are still suffering from Roman syndrome, I call them. So, Mazi, before I go ahead, I just want to use this opportunity to remind our people that our family meeting that will be coming up on this very Sunday, the 2nd of April, we are calling all Biafrans in Paris, especially we urge you to do the needful, because if you are going home and you have not arrived to your destination, to your home, you must keep on walking. You must keep on going until you reach to your destination. There is no going back. Our meeting will be starting by 3 p.m. And we urge all Biafrans in Paris to endeavor to attend to the meeting. Those newcomers, those who are the lovers of freedom, we don't care where you come from. We are calling our brothers from Riverline area, from Biafra land. You people are many here in Paris. We urge you to come out and do the needful, because you cannot be living in denial. How long shall we be living in denial? Trying to push the blame to invisible person. If they don't tell you it's Igbos are your problem, they will tell you, God is this. They must find somewhere to push you, for you to blame. But you, for not being smart enough, you will not knowing that you are joking with your life. So we are calling you, please. I am giving out this number for you to call. You contact this very number for the meeting to join IPOB family led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Being now, as we stand, under the Directorate of State being headed by Mazi Chike Doziem. This is where we are. This is where we stand. So this is the number to contact: 0707 53017881. I repeat the number for the last time: 0753017881. Contact this number to join your people to fight for your own freedom. It's not my own freedom alone, but this is our own freedom we are fighting for. So Mazi Jonathan, I appreciate you because I know that your time is up. I just want to just keep something on this the press release you just read for us this evening. I have just one small comment there that I want to ask. A question that I have to ask is this. This shouting or this precipitating of trying to rubbish what IPOB is doing. Who is playing this reggae for you people? Who are behind all this maneuvering, all this reckless attitude? Who is pushing you people to be, ushering all this nonsense? Government in exile, you people are talking. Which country are you going to be domiciling in? Is it in US? Do you have your own server? Do you have your own instructor? Do you have your own? So you will remain in exile till you die. You will be looting Biafra land in exile. What kind of people are you people? Who is these people? Can't we see them? Who are they? They claim that they are their leader. Where are they? Mazi, please. Biafrans, Oma asu swani ikwe. Oma kwa na asu. Yaswanane. This is what I have to say. Mazi, thank you very much, Mazi. Jonathan.
There were. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, this is where I'm going to switch off the phones and no more picking calls, please. Like the last call our brother asked, we have many enemies, we know. It is not abnormal what is happening to us. For your information, it is not abnormal. As you are fighting, we are fighting for our freedom. Everything will be thrown at us. Do you remember the apartheid regime? They are not even fighting to get another country, just to change the system of their government from a discriminatory system to an all-accommodating system. Do you see how it works? Did you see how people that we are fighting genuinely, what the whole world should understand? Everybody know that what they are fighting is a good cause, but because of it, they kill children openly. America supported the killers. The European countries supported the killers. All these things tell you all you need to know about these people that are coming to teach us democracy. They supported the killers of children. In our modern time, it happened in our Koro. Do you understand me? They supported it. But the people continue fighting. They didn't stop. America termed the ANC and Madiba, Nelson Mandela, a terrorist or terrorist organization, and termed him a terrorist. You see that? People that are fighting genuine cause that everybody knew, everybody understand. That is how, sometimes I want to give up on the world. But sometimes what is happening, because the way the West wants to turn this world into their own monopoly, a monopolar world system, that if you are not with them, just like George Bush say, it is black and white. You are either with us or you are against us. There is no other position. No other position. Either you say yes to us or we term you an enemy. This is a world they are creating. You know, I don't know how they take every other human being. They think that everybody is stupid, that we have to follow everything. People that look at what they say, that we are being killed, slaughtered, you know. But the American vice president come in Africa. Only what he's trying to say, push is the rights of the homosexuals. And you start asking yourself, what is happening in this world? We should continue resisting. Because we come into this world like them. I'm telling you. We are human beings like them. All that matters to them is that way they are seeing things. They want you have to be like that, the way they want to push you to be. That is why they massacre us. We are the people. Somebody said it. Another day I will play the clip. I think it's a lawyer, American lawyer. That Biafrans suffered the second most genocide in the world history after First World War, after the genocide against the Jews. That Biafrans suffered, the second is Biafra. You know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been saying it here. We have been preaching it here, but you don't give him credibility because he's a black monkey like you. He's a black man like you now. So you refer to we are all black monkeys. So why will you believe him? But once you heard it from a white person, at least as they present to you the white angels are white. At least you will believe. You will know. They committed atrocities against us, a people, so that when you hear us talking like this, we are people with pens. We are people with pens. Even sometimes some Europeans, some people, they see us as foolish people. How can we suffer this and we are still, joyful with Nigeria, singing and dancing with Nigeria? People that killed us. Look at Obasanjo. He went to Anambra and they applauded him. Oh, he's talking about Igbophobia. The way they are tossing us now, they are using us. So when I say, hey, he killed Igbo, and we applaud him. They are using us. Any person that wants, in order to offset another person politically, they will use us as political footballs. To steer, people that they slaughtered us, more than 5 million of us in a genocide, and we are laughing. Are we normal human beings? Sometimes I ask this. Are we normal human beings? We should apply our intelligence. And that is what IPOB is championing. You understand? So when you see people come, we are government of in exile, we are this, and remove IPOB from your mouth. That is the only thing we are asking for. Because whatever you cause, now they will bring it and heap it under IPOB. And it is the leadership of IPOB that will be suffering, defending every time. You know, this is their tactics. That is what their paymasters tell them to do, to be doing. So that we'll be on the defense. You see what happened, global terrorism. Because of what all these infiltrators, together with Nigerian politicians, cause. And they will set up people, say, talk, you are IPOB, we will leave you. Or they'll bring a criminal, say, oh, we are IPOB, we are this and that. You know, IPOB this, we are ESN. All those, you don't know that they are planning huge. You have seen it accumulated in tagging IPOB, associating IPOB with a global terrorism. You see it. Because that is where they quoted. So whenever they start something, we know where they are heading to even before they started. That is why when the leadership of IPOB comes and says something, please obey. If they tell you stop, you stop. Move, you move. Go right, you go right. Go left, you go left. Because there is a reason. All these people, a press release had been a press release have been written for people that are associating all these infiltrators with IPOB. It is not us. They know, but it is a contract that they tell them continue it, just continue it, put it in WhatsApp or say it. If you are talking, put IPOB so that you'll be tagging IPOB, hipping on IPOB, everything. All these things are hipping on IPOB, being hipped on IPOB, and making our leader to stay where he is. But you see them say, we want a clamor for our leader to be released, but they collect money at the back. They are being handled, manipulated by our enemies in order to continue doing things that are detrimental for our leaders' release. We need to apply caution and intelligence. Thank you for listening. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is our identity. We have no other religion other than Biafra. I think another day, either tomorrow or next, I will also continue on this topic, intelligence, because there are many things to talk about it. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
Yeah.